So I'm assuming that a lot of people who are listening to this maybe have been to a summit before. They've signed up for one. Maybe they've seen it as a user. But what is it
Mhm.
like to be a speaker at a summit? Because I know, for me, and here's my kind of experience here, I think you were one of my first summits that I ever spoke at. And so I was kind of like thrown into this was maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
And so you were like,
yeah.
oh, we need an offer and we need a freebie. And I was like, oh, let me create all that stuff right now.
Yeah.
So as a speaker, what are the benefits of being part of that, 15 to 30 to 50 people? Like,
Mhm,
why would I want to speak at a summit?
mhm. I love this question, and I think most speakers are saying yes to summits they shouldn't say yes to.
Ooh.
It's really tempting to just say yes to any opportunity, but not every opportunity is going to be worth your time. I'm just being totally honest. So, if you're saying yes to the right summit though, it is going to get you in front of an audience you would have had to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on Facebook ads to get in front of. So you are getting that exposure. I hate that word with the summit, but I guess that's what it
That's
is,
what it
for
is.
free in return for creating this presentation. Personally, I like to have slides, a group of slides made for my go-to presentation so that when I'm pitched for a summit, I'm never making anything from scratch. That helps you save some time, make it more worth your time. But you're giving this presentation. At the end of your presentation, you should be allowed to pitch something. If you're not, say no to the summit host. You should be allowed to pitch a freebie or a paid offer or some way you can grow your business. I always recommend freebies because that's just going to convert way, way higher than trying to sell something to these people right away who maybe have never
When
heard
you've
of
had
you.
20 minutes with
So
them and you're
that's
supposed to be giving value, you shouldn't be
right.
spending the entire time going, and
Right.
here's how you can give me money. But if you can
Exactly.
get them onto your email list, give them an option to buy for you, either when they're signing up for your email list or, down the road. Because I think, and now
Mhm.
I'm just kind of sharing my experience, which is like when I go to summits, I
Yeah.
go and I'm like, let me just figure out whose freebies I want. And then I'll go in, I'll sign up for them. Same with like bundles. I'll kind of do this. And
Yeah.
if I get hit too soon with like, how do I give please give me money, how do I upsell? I'm like, oh, I'm not ready for that yet, I don't know you yet. But by getting people onto your email list, you have a chance to nurture that
Mhm.
relationship, to give them an opportunity to take whatever that next step is. So I think starting with a freebie is absolutely the right move for most people.
Exactly, exactly. And summit hosts again who know what they're doing will probably ask you to contribute something to their all access
Mhm.
pass, which at first glance might be like, "Well, why am I giving you something for free?"
Yeah.
Do it. Do it if this is a well-positioned summit because you're giving them access to, one of your lower priced offers, and that's another way to get a whole bunch of email addresses, and these are email addresses from people who invested in the event. So they're investing in whatever transformation this event is promising. And then also if there's opportunities to like be live in front of these people, interacting with them or interacting with them in a community, that's another really great way to start doing this too. The speakers I have and the times I've done this and been just as involved as possible, those are the people who get the best results from participating. And I have speakers who between the freebie they're pitching in their presentation and contributing to the All Access Pass are getting hundreds and hundreds of leads. I had one speaker last year report making over $15,000 within a week of the
Wow.
summit ending just from being in the summit. So, this is something that does work. And there is that affiliate income aspect too, again, that works best if you're participating in the right, perfectly targeted
Mhm.
events. So there really are a lot of really great benefits of speaking if you're choosing your events wisely.
Yeah, and I think you make a really good point to point out like not every summit is created equally, and even if you get into a
Mhm.
summit that does really well for someone else's business and other speakers, it may not be the right fit for you and for your business.
Mhm.
I've been a speaker on summits that are kind of just generic, like this is a summit for solopreneurs or this is a summit for mom business owners, and those are to an extent my people, but they might not be specifically looking for the services that I provide. They may be looking for more productivity tips or pricing strategies and not really like the marketing specifics that I'm getting into. They may not be ready for that yet. Whereas, in at time of recording next week, I'll be speaking at your summit and it's like it's for designers. So my messaging and my positioning is very different because it's like, let's talk about SEO specifically for designers, both for getting your own clients and for using it for your design clients like kind of learning enough or working
Mhm.
with me. And so I was like, yeah, absolutely. I want to talk to just designers because they are a source of referrals for me and a source of repeat client bases. And so making sure that you're finding a design or a summit that is relevant to who you want to serve long term and they're at the right level of knowledge.